One of the things I just told them, we can't skip details. We had some guys didn't shoot the ball well. Got great looks they normally make, but just in the sense of team basketball, just continuing to have a next play mentality. You turn the ball over, or it's a quick shot, or our shot selection is a little bit off. You have to recalibrate and try to play the right way, and again, do it as a unit, not just individually trying to get yourself going. If you're trying to get yourself going and we're staying organized within what we're supposed to be doing, then great. But we can't skip the details, just the normal habits defensively, starting with transition defense, making sure we get in position. Turnovers got a little bit best of us in the second half. I have to go back and watch the game, obviously, but just, again, the details, you're in their building, they're rocking and rolling. They put themselves in a position to come in with a lot of energy the way they played in Milwaukee yesterday. So couldn't rely on them to be fatigued. And with us just, imposing our will consistently, giving multiple efforts in that next play mentality. We've been doing a phenomenal job against some really good ball clubs in those two areas, giving multiple efforts, doing the little things, and having a next play mentality, good, bad, and indifferent, no matter what happens on the basketball floor. Absolutely. They understand what's on the line in terms of trying to secure a position in the postseason. We're in the same boat. And they're playing like a hungry ball club. We've been playing like an extremely hungry ball club. But you're going to have nights where things don't go your way, where shots don't go in. You have to find other ways to impact the game. But again, without looking at the film, just feel like it's a lot of little things that we didn't do as a unit. You gotta, we talk about our running habits, our pace, setting good screens, touching the ball with the paint, and passing on time on target. It's as simple as that. If you hold it for 2, 3, 4 extra seconds, or take 2, 3, 4 extra dribbles, now you're just increasing not accuracy, but you're just proving or allowing the defense to be that much more dictative, if that makes sense. The slower the slower you play, or you're not getting in and out of actions, that just a team like that plays with so much energy on both sides of the ball, you got to make the right play when it's right there in front of you. And it's simple. It's just doing your work early. It's a little bit of both. You got one guy that's, both of those guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. So, obviously Rui and AR did have it going. You try to call their number. You try to get D'Lo going. D'Lo's been, tearing it up over the last month and a half, 2 months, whatever it is. Then you have Bron and AD, who, definitely you want them to be in the thick of things and get in touch, just because not only do they score, they play make, and they draw a lot of double teams and triple teams. So it's just a little bit of all of that, man. We'll go back. We've been doing a great job of bouncing back from, some devastating losses and getting this bad feeling and bad taste out of our mouth, and we'll do the same. We'll do the same with this game, extract what we can from it, learn from it, and get ready for the Warriors on Saturday. Well, we load to the ball, we shift to the ball, and again, we keep saying it, multiple efforts. Once you may have to stop 3 or 4 actions with this team, and increasingly more and more and more teams are playing this style of basketball. So I wish I could tell Mike Brown, please come down to when you play offense, just let us know what you're going to run in so we can, stop it and not have to, give second and third efforts. But that's not the case. So you got to be ready for a little bit of everything. It's not always going to be perfect, but you still got to pour energy and effort into what you're doing. And just, again, refocus and not leave your teammates hanging. You got to, if AD goes to block a shot, we got to have somebody there gathering the rebound. Brown runs somebody off a three-point line, Lowe does something, AR, Rui, whoever it is, they're making efforts to get guys under control. We got to make sure we have each other's back. And again, we've been doing a phenomenal job of that. So we just got to get back to it, just one little step backwards that we'll learn from and extract the good and look at the bad and try not to be as bad at the bad and even better at the good. I mean, I'll deal with the second question first. you have turnovers. They thrive off stuff like that. You know, they get runouts, they get dunks, they get threes, open threes. You're playing catch up. When it's live ball turnovers, you know, it's that's a hard thing to deal with. And then just the physicality. That's just who Demontis is. That's just who he is, man. It's that's just how he plays. And so, and I know it's not so much him being frustrated with the physicality of that matchup as it is him wishing he had a bunch of those shots back. You know, the shots that, again, he normally makes. And for whatever reason, guys have nights like that where, you know, you're getting good looks and I saw a bunch of them rim out. And you just got to fight that frustration, man. You got to fight that frustration, try to refocus, and make the next one, again, a next play mentality. But, you know, they're a hell of a team. Tip your cap to them. We'll, again, go back and watch the film and see where we can get better, both individually, all of us, coaches, players, how we can all get better from this experience. You know, they're a team that plays fast. They're a team that has a lot of shooting. They're a team that got guys that they you know, think they're top 5, number 2 to be exact, and passes per possession in the half court. So their style is built off ball movement, and you know the ball very rarely sticks. And then when they do need a bucket, you got 3 different guys that can generate that, from Fox, Monk, Sabonis, even Keegan Murray. Tonight, you know, Harrison Barnes had the hot hand. He threw in 7 threes. So, and then when you add that, you know, and Harrison Barnes, he's been a hell of a player in this league, but when you get that type of production from one of your rotational players, that just adds more fuel to the fire. So they're a team that forces you to play through the clock defensively, the entire clock. So it'll be some stuff to look at, again, that we can get better from and try to see the good things that we did out there and try to sustain those. I mean, I don't want to, you know, belittle Sabonis. He's a hell of a player, but I've seen A make those shots plenty of times, and you know, I think he's physical, but you have bad shooting nights. I mean, just like look, your low wasn't hitting the marks that he usually hits. It wasn't there tonight, but I mean, the kid's a hell of a player, but I know who I'm coaching too. This guy's a hell of a player as well, first ballot Hall of Famer, so he'll bounce back, I'm sure.